Hey, welcome back, and thanks for joining once again, Chaos Squad. Now let's sit down and relax and talk about the season finale of Season 2 of Attack on Titan. Thanks for joining once again, guys. And I just want to say thanks for tuning in if you're watching this review. Now let's talk about the season finale, episode 37, called Scream for Attack on Titan. So the episode began with the Titan that ate Eren's mother. So it's kind of an interesting foreshadowing and just very, it's very interesting that that's the one that is approaching Eren, walking towards him while all this chaos and devastation is going on right now all around them. So she or he, looks like a she if I had to guess, but anyways, that Titan is walking towards Eren and Mikasa. Eren still has his hands binded together, and Mikasa's pretty hurt. Then we see Commander Erwin trying to get away and escape, and he's got a tourniquet on his severed arm. He's in some rough shape, and there's a Titan in full pursuit for him. And then Ymir's like, "It's all your fault, you stupid Titan," and saves him. It's kind of funny. Yeah. So that was kind of strange. But anyways, Hans then comes over and steps in to save Eren, as that Titan was about to take a bite out of Eren. And he said, I'm going to be the one to avenge your mother. I'm so sorry that I could not save her in the first place. But this, vengeance is a dish served like best hot blood. So he said, I'm going to butcher the shit out of this thing, and I'm going to make it pay for killing your mother. And he starts, doing some pretty good work. A few cuts here and there, cutting the Achilles in half. And then we see Reiner. He's just whipping Titans everywhere, back and forth. And then, the devastation and what's actually going on all around them starts to set in. Like, Hans, he's about to get bit in half, and I'm just like, is he gonna get ripped in half? Like, I couldn't quite remember the manga exactly what happened at this point, because it's been so long since I read that thing. Like, it's been a few years, and I was like, is he gonna die? No, he's not gonna die. And yeah, sure enough, gets ripped in half, and just, she's drinking his blood. And then it's showing, like, Jean took, like, a Titan got thrown in front of him. He got knocked off his horse. He blew a nostril out, and some blood went flying. It was pretty crazy looking. So we're seeing him, like, Armin's trying to protect him, kind of throwing the sword back and forth. He's just like, get out of here, like, trying to fan a sword around. Commander Erwin's on his knees, like, he's down and out pretty well. Mikasa's trying to stand. Her ribs are, like, shattered. Hans is being, like, eaten alive, already ripped in half, and Eren's just pissed. He's, like, biting his hand over, and he was anyways biting his hand over and over, and just, like, eating himself, basically. It was just such a savage scene, and, like, he's just losing it. Like, why can't I do anything? And he's just, like, so mad, and you can almost feel the animosity coming from him. Like, he's got some serious problems, right? Like, he's got some real serious problems with anger. Then Mikasa kind of snaps him out of it, and she's just, like, pouring her heart out to him, like, almost ready to say, like, I love you kind of thing. And just saying, you wrapped the scarf around me that from the day you did that, and all this kind of stuff, and just, like, this, like, very heartfelt speech. And she's moving him for the kiss as this creepy freaking Titan is just cruising in behind, being like, hey, how you doing? And I'm just like, dude, there's a Titan behind you guys. Anybody else see that, or is it just me? And then all of a sudden Eren just kind of, like, stands up, and he's like, hold that thought. And I'm just like, shit, that was kind of savage, bro. She was trying to be like, hey, I love you, man. And then but then he kind of, like, redeems himself with this, like, kind of a deep, kind of, like, sappy, like, heroic kind of speech that, like, I'll wrap that thing around you as many times as you need, forever and always, and kind of saves himself kind of thing. It was kind of cool. And then he just winds up for a big punch against the Titan's hand, and then we see the gift ignite, the lightning, the Titan energy flow through all the napes of their necks, and their eyes and their brain stems just get like triggered to what Eren was thinking, and they just dash and rip this Titan apart head to toe, just devouring it, right? That was a pretty cool scene. That was really cool. And earlier in the episode, there was this Titan that stood up that it looked exactly like Bertholdt. It was really weird. A lot of Titans don't really necessarily have super human like characteristics in their face and stuff. Like Eren's looks like a dark, like crazy elf, you know, with the pointed ears and like savage look. And then you get some of the abnormals that just look completely ridiculous. But this one looked super human and super like Bertholdt, like, you know, that soup bowl haircut and just like his face. It was kind of weird. But anyways, Eren unleashes the gift, and then Reiner is just pissed, and he's free now because all the Titans just dashed to rip apart his one target that he poured his heart and rage out into. And Reiner's like, out of all the people that could have the gift, you know, now it's confirmed. It was only thought before that he had it. And now he's like, yeah, he has it, and if anybody to have it, he's got to be the guy that has it. Of course, I despise you and hate you and all this kind of stuff. So Ymir, Reiner's pissed, and then everybody's like, escape and run and all this kind of stuff, but Reiner's in hot pursuit of Eren, and Eren just turns around and he's just like, I'm gonna kill you. Like, he's just like super pissed. He's like, when I get my hands, like, I'm gonna rip you apart, and I'm gonna just eat you alive. And then the gift ignites again, and they just trigger onto his thoughts, and then they just charge, and they're all over Reiner, and Reiner's just like, I can't protect Bertholdt in this kind of a situation, like, we're screwed. And then Ymir just says like, I'm sorry, Historia, I've got to do this thing, and she goes and saves their ass, and it shows shortly after. So then kind of like, everybody kind of escapes, and we kind of jump forward a week or two. Erwin's recovering in bed, bandages on his severed arm. We see old badass, my boy Captain Levi, sitting to his left, and we got Commander Pixies on the right when Hanji walks through the door with Connie and presents her findings about the town where Connie was born, Regeki or Nageki or something like that. Just as they figured, well, she says there's no proof afterwards, even though there kind of is proof for the most part. Why talk if you don't think it's true or proof? But she says, you know, Connie's town turned into Titans, and Connie believes it as well. And then Erwin's like, all right, we're one step closer, and Levi's like, we don't have enough lives to move all the steps to get to the end if that's just one step closer kind of thing. And I thought that was kind of funny, you know, like. And then Levi also says, you know, I've been wasting all this time doing all this stuff, running around actually killing like humans. Like, that was an interesting line. Like, he was like, shit, I'm actually killing people. And Hanj was like, there's no proof, you know, like, don't think that just yet. And then we get this epic scene where it's panning out and it's showing all of our main cast and heroes right after Jean tells Eren, you know, because Eren's pissed that everybody died trying to save him, and Jean's like, you know, if this power is true and real, don't make it be a waste or or whatever. This sacrifice means something if it's like shown us you're actually worth it kind of thing, so don't be a waste. And then it starts panning out, showing like Eren's face and like the town and all the people, and then we see who is actually looking at all these people, and he's like, nope, not yet. And some dude, like, I wasn't sure if he was just on top of the Beast Titan, then I was like, oh wait, no, he's kind of like Ymir, he can step outside of his Titan form. And I was like, who the hell was that? And so I rewound a few seconds, and then I was like, oh, okay, dudes. Anyways, I'll go and talk about that at the end, because I want to know what you guys think. So anyways, it was a great finale in my opinion. I'll give you my rating afterwards, but you know, this season was a roller coaster. Well, mainly on the up until the last 2 or 3 episodes, which, you know, I don't know if they did it right with the how like the first 10 episodes or 9 episodes or whatever were just like, you know, that roller coaster, you're going up and then it's just like you're speeding down and the adrenaline's going. The season was just cruising at a super fast pace, and then it kind of died down and almost no progression took place on a few episodes, although there was a lot of character development and they were crucial episodes. But like I said, they had to be careful with how they handled the filler or character development episodes, because if you only got 12, 13, 14, 20 episodes or whatever have you to work with in a series, people will complain if it doesn't seem like things are moving along, and the pace it was going to almost seemed like it came to a complete halt. So, but anyways, the finale wrapped it up perfectly. That scene where it's panning out and showing the devastation that's going on. Armin swinging the sword back and forth, Jean in his arms. We're seeing Hans being eaten and his blood being drank, and Eren just staring in devastation and just utter awe on Commander Erwin on his knees, bleeding out from his arm, other ones being eaten, horses going flying, titans going flying, the scouting division swinging around on their mobility gear. That scene was just so much gut-wrenching emotion that it was just insane, and it did such a good job at capturing the moment there, I thought, for just a real heart-wrenching moment. It's just utter devastation and chaos in that just few minutes or whatever have you, and they did very well. The music and where it was placed throughout the episode was very well done, in my opinion. It was just good tempo and well done. The animation's been sleek, slick, and sharp throughout the whole series, and it always has been. Attack on Titan has done such a great job with trying to provide a very high scale and resolution anime, and they've really worked hard at doing it, and the music and stuff like that. And if all these touches and making it look such high quality and doing what they do is what caused all the delays and stuff like that, I'm okay with that. So I think it was a good episode. It was a great episode, and it was a great way to end off with a little bit of closure and figuring out a couple more pieces of the puzzle, but learning a whole bunch of extra pieces. So I'm going to give the episode between an 8 and a 9. It could be closer to the 9, I think, because it was great, but I'm going to go with an 8.5 out of 10. And that's my chaos rating on that. But I want to ask you guys a serious question. I want to quiz you all, and I want to ask you, and please let me know down below what you think, who you think I should say the Beast Titan is. And I'm going to tell you my guess right now, as I stopped reading the manga. It was over a year ago. I stopped reading around when Kenny was introduced in. And that's not a spoiler thing, because I'm not saying who that is, and you wouldn't know if you never got to that point anyways, when he was first out and introduced or whatever. And that's when I kind of stopped reading, and I just started picking it up again recently, but I'm not far enough along to know who the hell the Beast Titan is. So this is a pure guess, and I'm going to go off a few things. Monkeys are associated to be an intelligent species or whatever have you, right? You get Optimus Prime from the Beast Wars. If anybody remembers Beast Wars, he was the brains of I guess the Rhino, what kind of was, but he was smart and he was their leader and all this kind of stuff. The dude has long blonde hair, and there's not too many male characters that we've been introduced that have long blonde hair. He's got glasses. Glasses are also associated of being smart. This monkey is obviously smart. We've seen him before steal the mobility gear from a person. Who was it that he took that from? Or he died anyway, so I can't remember who it was. But he was like, "Oh, that's really smart. You figured out our weakness in the napes or whatever, Now, this other clue. Well, and the dude's ripped. The guy is jacked. He looks like Goku or something. Almost got a 10-pack. But that doesn't match the characteristic of the person I think it is. Now, another interesting thing to note here is, for the most part, any of the main characters we've seen, Connie, Mikasa, we know why she doesn't have parents, because they were killed and all this kind of stuff. We know what happened to Aaron's. We know what happened to Historia's background and whatever have you. So We know most of them. The one we don't know is Armin. Where is his dad? Where is his mother? We've never seen a clue. It's all been so vague and cryptic about his background. He's always been with them when we've seen the flashbacks, them hanging out when they're younger and childs. I think that's his dad. Why the hell he's trying to kill him? Well, he might not be trying to kill him. But why he's the Beast Titan, why he's potentially attacking his own son, I don't know. There's just something that screams to me that that beast monkey dude is Armin's dad. That is my guess, and I think it's a solid guess, and that's basically all the reason I just gave you there. Why exactly he's doing it, I don't know, because like I said, I haven't read that far into the manga, so that's I don't have to say spoiler alert or anything, because it's just a guess. I want to know what you guys think. Who is the Beast Titan, and why, and what you guys thought of the episode? Did it do its job and do justice on such a short season? And are you so pumped to see season 3 in 20 years? Hopefully not. But anyways, thanks for watching Chaos Squad. Sorry it was late. Doing wedding plans right now and stuff like that, so I've been real busy. But anyways, I'll return next week, I think. Really busy with wedding stuff, but with Dragon Ball Super. So anyways, thanks for watching. Let me know down below. Give me a thumbs up, give me a thumbs down. Let's see you next time. Chaos out.